Hello, today we're going to discover Wiseping, the AI-powered auto-calling platform. So, as you can see here, we have the login page. You can sign up for an account or else you can directly sign in to your existing account. After signing in, you're going to be redirected to this page. You have to choose your plan from where you can select one of the 4 existing plans on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis. As we can see, the prices are different from monthly to yearly. The dashboard is going to give you all the insights of your daily activities, such as the number of calls, the percentage of the calls answered, the calls made, if it's outbound calls. So we can check here a chart as well, which will give us the insights, daily insights of the calls, the objective achieved, and the latest calls. First, we're going to go to the assistants, from where we create our assistant. So click on Create Your First Assistant. Here we can create multiple assistants depending on the plan that you will subscribe initially. First, we have here the option of calls direction. It can be receiving calls or it can be making calls, inbound or outbound. The name of the assistant has to be assigned, the phone number that you want to use, and we're going to check in a later stage how to create the phone numbers, and what are the options available to add phone numbers. Here we have the engine type. It can be pipeline, speech-to-speech, or dual-plex. As we can see, a description for every engine is available under it. The language that you want this assistant to be using, the Arabic, the Russian, the English, Chinese, any language is available. And if you want him to have a main language and a secondary language, this option is also available. As we can see, this is a new option, so any update that we'll have in Wiseping, you're going to find it as new. Here, we're going to select the provider. We have 2 different providers currently, and they are the best voice providers available. Cloning the voice. If you want to clone your own voice, for example, you want the client or your customer to receive the calls using your voice. So you can click on clone the voice and you can record a 1-minute voice, and after that your voice will be cloned. Then you will be able to select it from this drop-down. You can also select the ambient. How do you want the call ambient to be? Like in an office or nothing, or in a city, so you can choose. And what is the percentage or the volume of the ambient that you want? Select the time zone. You can select also the model you want the assistant to be using, like GPT-5, GPT-4, Gemini. So you can select different models. And there will be as well settings for the delay of the answers, and in case the assistant was interrupted, how to deal with this kind of scenarios. All available in this section. You can see here in the bottom, we also have the synthesizers settings where we can adjust the voice stability, the voice similarity, the speech speed, and point sensitivity in order to have a smooth conversation with the client and not to be interrupted. All of these settings will help, including the maximum call duration, maximum silence duration, ringing time. All of these settings are available. We do also have the AI voices, which voices you want your assistant to be using. You can select it. We have different voices, as you can see, English, Arabic, depending on the assistant use. After finalizing all of these steps, we're going to save the assistant. Next, we'll be moving to prompts and tools. And this page is very important. In this page, you're going to teach your assistant. So we have a knowledge base where we can go on the left side, click on knowledge base and upload our documents or website scrapping, and in this way our assistant will get all the knowledge about our business, our product. And here we will go to the assistant on the left side and we will allocate this knowledge base to this assistant. Below we have the prompt section. You can use a classic editor where you can have any prompt that you want. This is very important because here is the job of the assistant. So the identity, example, you are Anna, a phone agent who is responsible for background for heap towing company, the location of the company. We're giving the details, like example, the style, how to be conversational, use everyday language to create a cozy and friendly vibe. As you can see, the steps, like asking about a good time to talk, if not, the call function and the call. So from here, we're going to design all of these things. And we have an AI prompt editor where the AI will help us to build the prompt. We also have a flow builder. So build the conversation flows visually with drag and drop option. So here also we can build it visually. We also have the cold call transfer and warm call transfer. This will help if you have multiple departments. So you can transfer the calls to the department and to different numbers. We also have the appointment scheduling, which will help you to connect your AI call to your calendar. The moment the AI agent will book the schedule, he is going to book it automatically on your calendar. After finalizing the prompt and tools section, we're going to go to the post, call, and chat actions. This will help you after the call to get some variables because the call will be transcribed into a text. So here you can define the variables. What are the variables that you need? So we have another AI that will generate the example, the status of the call, whether it's achieved or not, the summary of the call, and then you can add more variables by clicking on add variables. Example, let's say I want to know the result of the call. It can be a number from 1 to 10, considering 1 is negative and 10 is positive. So this is also available. This will help you to evaluate your call as well. We also have the automate platform, and the automate platform option will allow you to build flows. It's integrated with different platforms. So you can use a template and you can say by phone, call ended, assistant, you select the new assistant that we created. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use the sample data, like what are the information that we want to get automatically. So I'm going to get all these details after the call is done. And now I have all the details. I want to make another connection. So I can connect, for example, with Google Sheet. And this Google Sheet will allow me to store all these data. We can insert a row and we can automate this process in order to have the data which was transcribed into a Google Sheet. We can also send this Google Sheet to an email. For example, I want to send it to Gmail. And for sure, I have to fill the information, and we can send it as well by SMS. So we have plenty of options in this page. We can also have the other way around. For example, I have a campaign on Facebook. So we select our Facebook lead, will be the step number 1. And number 2 will be our AI calling platform. And again, to Google Sheet, to email, to SMS, a lot and plenty of varieties here in this platform. So this is the reason this platform is super powerful. It also connects with different CRMs. So for example, if you want to have Zoho CRM connected, you can connect to the next step after getting the lead. So you will get the lead, and the lead will be contacted, and it will be posted in your CRM. Then next, we have the call history, which is going to show you all the insights about the calls, like the total calls done, objective accomplished, average call duration, which assistant did the call, and you can extract all these information into an Excel sheet. You will be also able to check every call variables, which we defined in the previous step from this page, and the transcription that happened for every call, and the webhook if you are using the webhook to send this data to someone else. From this page as well, by selecting any call, you will be able to hear again the conversation between the AI agent and your client. We do also have a campaign option. So this option allows you to create your campaign, and you give it a name, how many calls in parallel you want the agent to be doing, which assistant you want to use, the assistant that we just created example, the time zone, what time do you want him to call, and which days, so you don't call in the middle of the night. Maximum twice for the call, and the interval, so every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, and then you can create this campaign. After that, you go to leads, and from this page, you'll be able to upload your leads or create manual leads. So you can import your leads, and then the campaign will be running and calling those leads. Regarding the phone numbers, get a new number. You have 3 ways in our platform to use a phone number. First is to get the phone number from our platform directly. So you have plenty of numbers, and if you want to make 10 calls in parallel, it doesn't mean that you have to buy 10 numbers. You just need to get one number. You can get which number you want, and the other way is to use own number by using your own phone number. And the third way is to integrate the system. So if you have a PBX provider or you want to use any external SIP trunk provider, you can configure the information of this SIP trunk provider here in this page. In the SMS history, it's gonna show you the history of the SMSs. So the phone number that you will get from our platform has the capability of sending SMSs as well to your clients, as mentioned before in the automate platform part, where we can create the automation and connect by the end of the call the agent to send an SMS to the client. The Meet Call Tools is a powerful tool as well, which can be used by e-commerce. Example, if you're using Shopify, if you are a Shopify user, so here I want to create a new tool. Let's say get order status, and you give it a description, and the endpoint will be the API of Shopify. And after that, you'll be able to add the parameters like what do you want to get from Shopify, the order ID, the order type, description. You give it the description. What will happen if the client is calling to ask about the status of his order? The AI will go and check the order ID based on the API of Shopify given here, and will return to the client the status of the order, if it's out for delivery or not. So it's a very nice tool that you can also benefit from. Thank you for watching until the end, and I hope I have given you a clear overview about our platform.